Hi, I'm Brett Middleton, and this is the 2011 Subaru Forester S. Now, it's a 5-speed auto. We're at Wakefield Park Raceway at Goulburn in New South Wales, Australia. And I'm going to give you a quick lap of the track, give a bit of feedback on the car. Now, this is the car that we tested at Hot Tuna Challenge at Eastern Creek on Wednesday and Thursday, and we've come down to an MRT track day. And the aim for today is to do some more testing on the car, and just whilst we're doing the first lap to warm the car up, I've got a CLK Black right behind me, so we might actually just let him go past, because I just don't think we'll quite be as fast as him. Not even worth trying to keep up with one of those, but first half of the lap's always a good opportunity to see what other cars are around us, and we'll let this STI go past, give him a bit of space. Put the traction control in the off mode on the dash, even though it's not fully off, but turns it off as much as we can. Start getting ready for the beginning of our flying lap. Put the car in sport mode. Brakes are now up to temperature, tyres are warming up. We've only got the MRT sports pads on the front of this car and the back with a DBA rotor, so that'll be good for quite a few laps of a brisk track here, but obviously we just need to be a little bit sensible. 160 k's down the straight, past the start finish line, through the kink. Really hard on the brakes, probably could have gone in a bit deeper, back a gear. Automatic transmission does make it a little bit difficult to get the best out of this car on a track like this. You can't manually shift the gears. Turn it in, a little bit of understeer, a bit of back to third, accelerate hard through the corner, back off a bit, turn it in. Throttle's a little bit slow to respond with the auto trans, but feel the stability control working there actually, even though we've got it off as much as we can. Braking really hard, feathering the throttle. Body roll does sort of limit the car a little bit, even though it's got the Whiteline sway bars front and back to reduce the roll factory standard. You can feel there the traction control kicks in as we lift the wheel on the corner. Braking really hard again, just on the ABS, not quite on it. Clip the apex, accelerate hard onto this track, full boost. 5,000 RPM, 120 k's, 6,000, we'll shift to the next gear because this car's got plenty of torque. Back down through the flying finish for another quick lap. Braking really hard, still could have left that a little bit later as I get more confident with the car. Probably haven't got the best out of the tyres yet, they're probably now just warmed up enough to get the most we can. We'll see if we can catch this SDI up in front of us. Back to third, accelerate hard. A little bit of left foot brake to balance the car. He's obviously on a slow down lap. It's actually wheel spinning coming out of this corner. It's still doing pretty good for what the car's really a family car. Trying to avoid clipping that corner so we don't use the traction control. 140 k's, 100 metre mark, braking really hard. We could have braked a bit even later as I get more confidence with the car. This is my first time with this car aggressively driving it on the track, so I haven't faded the brakes yet, so we'll squeeze it for one more run. 150 k's, 5,000 RPM. Flat through the kink here at 160 kilometers an hour, braking really hard. Oh, I could have gone deeper again. Back to third gear. Okay, tyres are at their maximum grip now. Hold it in third gear, back off, turn it in. So it's certainly an unusual car to get used to, being driving my Evo 10 around here in the STIs. Car's pushing a little bit. Okay, Okay, we're right at the limit of the brakes now. That corner's always a good test of any car. 5 grand, 120 k's. Just turn it in carefully there. Okay, that's it. So what we'll do now is we'll just do a nice slow down lap. Let things cool down a little bit. Make sure there's nobody catching us from behind. Look at our temperatures, they're all good. So obviously the new MRT top mount intercooler doing its very best after a couple of really hard laps there. The brakes obviously at the maximum capacity. The big thing that we find with these auto cars, obviously, you've got to remember that it puts a lot more load on the brakes. You don't have the manual transmission slowing the car down on a trailing throttle. Even though I tend to left foot brake fairly aggressively, I need to be very mindful of that in this particular car. And I think from an overall summary point of view, it's good to remember that this is still a family car, that we're trying to get the very best out of the track. It's got Kumo semi-slicks on it at the moment, which is what we used at the Motor Magazine Hot Tuner Challenge for 2011, just this week. So it's a cold day outside, but everything's now warmed up to the levels that we expect. Tyres have probably come from 28 psi cold up to about 34, 35. These Kumo tyres actually come on temperature quite quick compared to some of the other Bridgestone, Yokohama and Dunlop tyres. But the factory fitted Yokohama Geolanders are certainly not something that I would encourage people to use at a track. They just absolutely destroy themselves after a couple of laps. So there you have it. That's a brisk lap of Wakefield Park track day here in Goulburn in the Subaru Forester S. MRT Power Kit, 35 kilowatts, 45% more torque, front and rear sway bars, and also top mount intercooler, DBA rotors with MRT sports pads, and stainless steel brake lines, brake support bracket, and a whole heap of fun. I certainly hope you enjoy the lap of Wakefield, as I do. For more information, you can follow us on the net. For today, I'm Brett Middleton. Thanks for watching.